Hello, everyone, and welcome to Sacred Awakening's Sunday holiday gathering for Memorial Day weekend. I'd like to open today with a moment of silence, a couple moments of silence. First, to honor our families on Memorial Day and those who have lost a loved one in war activity. And additionally, honoring the families and those who have lost a loved one due to gun violence in any way. So if you would all join me in a moment of silence for that. Okay. I also want to let everyone know that support is available. You can reach out to us at sacredawakenings.org, click on Connect, and let us know if there is any way that we can support you or direct you to a place to find support. So, starting with announcements, we have just a couple. Sacred Awakenings is taking the summer off, as we've said before, from our regularly scheduled public offerings like the Sunday gatherings. We will have impromptu community gatherings both in person and online. So look for the details to come in the emails, and we will post notices on our Sacred Awakening Sanctuary, our private online platform. So as the summer progresses, we will also share more details about the new fall curriculum that's being developed in our education department. That's to start in August, and it's very exciting. We will have weekly groups, new courses and workshops, and many ways that you can engage with each other and with the community. Reminder that all of the recordings from our previous Sunday gatherings, all of our practice gatherings, and any special events can be found on our website, sacredawakenings.org. Also, our YouTube and Facebook channels, and the Sacred Awakening Sanctuary. So if the messages that we share here touch your life, please consider sharing our posts or our recordings with others, or making a donation to Sacred Awakenings in open-hearted exchange. So that's it for announcements. Let's begin by coming to a place of presence within. So bring your awareness to your breath and how the inhales and the exhales move and support your body. Notice the dance and the rhythm of your energies, of your heartbeat, of your breath, of your emotions and your thoughts as they move and flow. Be aware of the energy of your life flowing. Expand your awareness deeper, noticing the energy of you that always is. This life force, the true nature of you, the divine presence, divine spark, your soul. And be present here. So, this presence is what the Summer of Spaciousness is all about. It's for making choices to create a life that allows the expansion of energy of you as true nature, allowing that to expand in your consciousness. It's about choosing to make this the top priority in your life, creating a life where you always feel connected, supported, curious, nurtured by play, and inspired by joy. How does that sit with you, truly? Ask yourself and listen deeply in that place of presence within. Is this just a fantasy that you can live a life of divine flow, of dancing in joy, of knowing peace within that transcends whatever is going on around you? Is it fantasy? Or if you listen deeply, is there a spark of deep remembering? Remembering that this is what I came here to create. A life led with love, guided with compassion, and fueled by joy. Where does the energy of you, your true nature, where does it light up when you're exploring this? That's the feeling that you follow. That's the feeling to explore and to cultivate where you light up on the inside. Because this is life possible. The energies flowing to the planet, around the planet, from the sun, all of these energies are supporting you. Each one of you, me, all of us, and our creations, whatever they may be. We, each of us, are divine evolutionary souls, and we are gifted with free will and the power to co-create our lives. So what would you like to create? It's as simple as that in many ways. So this time now is ripe. It is full of energies. It's ripe for resparking the energies of play, of curiosity, of joy, openness, and receptivity, and stillness in your life. That stillness is the key. To feel and to hear and to see and know the inspirations from soul that are always present. Cultivate the quiet. Cultivate the stillness that allows that energy to flow freely in your consciousness. Open your awareness. And from this, we become open to the spontaneity of soul's calling and to co-create beauty and communion, both within ourselves and within our communities, within our families, within our circles. So today I'd like to share with you a little bit from my inspiration that sparked the Sacred Awakenings taking our summer of spaciousness. Now you may relate a little bit to these feelings of so much going on in the life that it's hard to meet all of the needs. There always seems to be more on the to-do list. It never ends, and life just feels a little bit out of balance. So for me, so much of the activity that I was engaging in was exciting and purposeful and something that I knew I was to do and I wanted to do, but still that feeling of being off balance and the feeling that the flow just wasn't full. It just didn't go away. So one day I was sitting on my porch. It's an enclosed porch, and a couple months ago, and I looked over on the table. There was a mini rose in a pot that I had brought in for the winter several months before. And it was just sitting there on the table. It had been unwatered all winter, no attention, just there in an enclosed porch so it would be protected from the low freezing temperatures here in Ohio. But a couple of weeks prior to that day, I had started watering the rose because the temperatures were getting warmer and it hadn't had a drink all winter. So I think I'd even only watered it once by that time. But that day I looked over at that rose that had looked all dried up and brown, and now it was so full of new green growth. It was 3 times the size that it had been over the winter, and it was full of buds. There were 8 brand new buds on this little mini rose. And I just sat there in the presence and the wonder of this beautiful life, this beautiful rose. And this realization came forward in me, unfolding just like those little buds would soon do. That the time of quiet with no or little outside attention was necessary. It was necessary for this rose's, her incredible growth. She needed that time of what could be called neglect, but it was really just stillness for her. So for me, stopping what I was doing, it was necessary. It's actually necessary for all of us to stop what you're doing on a regular basis and allow the quiet. It's called for at many times throughout the life. And at that point, a few months ago, I realized that it was imperative for me. And then I realized there was a parallel need that was called for in the whole Sacred Awakenings community. There was a need for that quiet and that spaciousness and stillness as our community is growing and evolving, and there is so much new ready to come forth. So I know you all know how easy it is for life to become very, very full with work and people and entertainment and kids' full schedules and endless to-do lists. Often we are unaware of our choices that to continue to add more in our life. We make these choices without really being considerate of ourselves and everything. It's a habit. It's really a habit in the asleep human psyche to keep adding more things in the life. It's this mostly subconscious desire to have more. And the belief that goes with that desire that having more will make us happy, will make us safe or fulfilled or something. Fill in the blank for your own personal belief about that. So we go about adding more things, more people, more clothes, more toys, more work in order to make more money, and on and on and on it goes. And it's not that any of these things are wrong. This is really about questioning the motivations behind the choices. This desire for more, just in the sense of more, is motivated by a feeling that something is missing, a feeling of separation from life or from one's true nature. So this invitation now, the invitation is to create the spaciousness that helps us remember who we are truly, and get to know this soul that decided to come here to earth and create a life and play in this asleep world of forgetting ourselves and feeling separate. And then begin to remember and begin to wake up to that truth within, that inner connectedness and the interconnectedness with all life. This is the whole point of spaciousness. To remember what's always there. So there is a lot that you can find on the internet and in books and magazines, in science, in brain science, that supports this need for stopping and allowing periods of rest with no focus or less focus that allows the mind and the body and the spirit to integrate, to restructure and prepare for the next steps, like a recalibration. So I'm not going to go into these different places, different scientific studies or anything. We just have a short time together today, but I invite you to ask yourself, what does integration and rest do for you? How does it enrich your life? And if you can't quite answer that right away, feel the answer, or if you don't remember the last time that you allowed that, then make some space for yourself to try it out. Try it out and see what it's like. See what it does. Give yourself that experience again. So, for those of you who know me or have heard me talk before, you know that I like to explore and I like to ask questions and I like to share lists. So I've put together a list of some of the things that may help when you're exploring this summer of spaciousness and creating the energy and the space for you to remember and recalibrate and allow your joy and your play to come forward. So these are things that I've tried. These are some things that I've seen others try, and just feel free to explore them. See what resonates with you. And if you listen to this or revisit your notes at a later time, 6 months from now, a year from now, you may find that something completely different resonates, and that's amazing. So here we go. Number 1. So this is an invitation to get to know yourself better, your soul, your divine nature. So consider, how would you do this with a new friend that you just met? So you would spend some time together, ask questions, and listen deeply for the answers. You can go on outings together just to spend time in each other's presence. So this energy of you as true nature it's always present within. It's always available, waiting for you to turn there, to be open, to receive and play together. This is your divine cheerleader for your life and your divine guide. So have fun getting to know you. All right, number 2. Let some of the fullness of your schedule drop off. Just try it out for a little while. Give yourself this summer of spaciousness too, to take a couple of months and find the courage to say no to others and to activities. Allow yourself that time of quiet and stillness. Number 3, invite more play into your life. Now this sounds like it wouldn't be hard, but I know it can be easily neglected in the adult life. Children do it so naturally. Squirrels do it naturally. You can sit outside or near a window and watch the squirrels play. They are wonderful exemplars of play if you have forgotten how to do it yourself. So this is the unscripted play, being in the present, joyful play, and being in nature, I find, is truly helpful for that. And then notice what it's like for you. Just notice. Is it hard? Is it easy? What happens after you try it? And what happens after you try it on a regular basis or again and again? How do you feel? Okay, number 4. Set up a daily practice. Now, I know this is about spaciousness and freedom in a sense, but to me, in my experience, this has been the key to finding freedom, is doing the activity of remembering. So this daily practice, and again, it's 6 days a week, so we allow that time of integration on the 7th day and rest. So 6 days a week, you do something that tells you as soul, that tells the universe that you want to know who you are, that you want to remember that truth within. So this daily practice builds receptivity for the messages to come in and an openness, and it helps that human psyche, the ego, it helps that part of you to relax and know that it's okay to receive in this new way. So we'll do a little practice at the end that you can use. It's very simple and quite profound. So again, 6 days a week, that allows you time for rest and integration. And there's an important piece about honoring this practice. It's honoring the practice by doing it every day, but it's also treasuring and honoring all that comes forward. It's so easy to compare and say this is not enough, but that won't really help it to grow. Start to treasure every little item, even if you just hear a tone, or if you notice something, a new sensation, or if you see an image or hear a word. Try not to put any qualifications on what comes to you, and celebrate all of it and journal about it. Watch it grow. This feeds your inner receptivity by celebrating whatever you receive in any way. So 5, create quiet and stillness each day. Now, some of you may need to actually put this in your schedule, in your calendar, but making it a priority really shifts your life. Making yourself and your quietness and your stillness a priority, whatever it takes. If it's a calendar entry, then so be it. And the last one, 6, is to find a practice buddy. This can be someone where you support each other. They will support you, and you can support them in creating that spaciousness in your daily lives. And you can reach out to the Sacred Awakenings community on Facebook or on our online platform, on our sanctuary, and ask for this if you don't know someone yourself. But that practice buddy, someone who can help you in whatever ways you guys create together. It's really fun. And lastly, before our practice, is just a simple reminder. This human life and all of its trappings, all of this wonders, it's exciting, it's enticing. And the human life is the vessel. It is simply the vessel. It's a beautiful tool, and it's a wondrous tool to use and explore. But this energy of you as soul, as true nature, as the divine evolutionary being, that is the life. It's the light, and that's the wielder of the tool. So this is about asking and discovering who and what this is for you. So here's a little practice that can help with this, and you can do this. We're going to do 2 parts today. The first part is very simple, and you can do it many times throughout the day to help bring you into presence. This is being still within. Being still with you as soul, as true nature, and connecting in with the natural world around you. So if you can be outside now, you can go ahead and pause the recording and go outside. And if you can't be outside, then you can find something of the natural world around you. It could be a plant or a rock. It could be a spider crawling on the wall. And if that doesn't work out either, you can also go and sit near a window. Sit where you can see a tree or a flower or the clouds in the blue sky. Whatever it is to open that connection in with nature. Okay, so we'll begin this awareness, stillness practice by becoming aware of your breath and allowing those exhales and inhales to help you focus on the inner and help the body to relax. Ask for support from the natural world around you, whatever that may be, and wherever you are. Allow this energy of you to expand and be still with it. Be present with this energy that flows within you. Your presence, the true nature of you that always is. Allowing this energy to expand in your field, in your consciousness, in your body, and all around. And we will hold in silence for just a few minutes to allow this expansion. Okay. Okay, now this can be the end of the practice that can help you center and come into presence as many times as you need throughout the day. And here's the second part to add. So from this place of stillness and presence, invite in the presence of an element of nature to come forward and share with you. Now you can be open to whatever element comes forward to you, or you can focus on a specific one and invite that specific element in. So you may be sitting outside and you want to invite in the presence of the tree that is offering you shade in this moment. Or you may want to invite in the presence of a bird that you see nearby. Or you can just be open to whatever comes forward to you. So start with that presence practice that we just did, and this place of stillness and presence that you feel right now. And then invite that new presence and that new connection. Invite it into your awareness, staying open and receptive to whatever may come forward with that being. And we'll hold in a few more minutes of silence. Okay. As you come to completion, offer your gratitude, your thanks for the connection with this other being of nature, and offer your gratitude for your own presence. I thank you, each one of you, for your presence here today. It is such a joy to be in community and be with you all on the planet in all the ways that we are. Namaste.